Hey everybody, what is going on? CerealOverdrive here, and today I'm playing Entropia Universe. What we're going to be doing today is a 25 PED mining run. So in fact, this is right after, literally, I just signed off on that last video. The last 25 PED mining run where I made a nice 33 PEDs on it. Or actually, I made 8 PEDs, I got a 33 PED like total. Anyways, I'm going to just be completing this mission, trying to get a little bit more courage, getting some skills while I'm dropping some probes. That's the way to do it, folks. We're in the Newbie area, so we're right around Camp Icarus. We started off in Port Atlantis, and now we're headed over to meet this doctor, get some skills, and then see where he'll send us next. One of my favorite things about coming to Camp Icarus is there's a lot of quests that I've been too lazy to complete, right? Like, I just didn't want to do it. And this is a good chance for me to sort of stop by, do some quests, get some skills, and then also drop some probes and see what we can't find. A nice start with the copper. Right off the bat, we're looking good. We're looking good, folks. So yeah, I'm feeling some hope here. I'm feeling some hope. We might be able to recoup some of those losses that we've had recently. And one of the big things too, one of the reasons I've been taking more losses, just so a lot of people might not know, I upgraded my gun recently, so I started using an LR20. And what that means is I'm going to be getting more skills per shot because I'm spending more per shot. When you spend more per shot, it just costs you so much more. Like the crazy thing is, there's a video. If you look at, there's someone, I think they spent like 3,500 USD in 10 minutes. There's a video on it. Like the video recording isn't that, like, if you made the video, no offense to you, but the recording just isn't that good. The audio levels need a bit of work. The video's off screen, but you can see this guy is just hoffing like a madman. But he spent 3,500 US dollars in a period of 10 minutes. That's a crazy amount of money. That's a crazy amount of money. I'm not sure if he's rich, he likes gambling, what, but to be honest, I've never spent that much money when I'm not buying a house or a car. Like, maybe I'm cheap, maybe, no, I take that back. Like, I have spent that much money like buying plane tickets and shit, I guess. But that's a lot of money. That's what I'm trying to get across. It's a lot of money to be spending in 10 minutes. And usually when I make a purchase that's that expensive, it takes me a while to look into it. Like a laptop, even a freaking $200 dinner, I spend more time looking into. Like 10 minutes is a crazy amount of time just to blow through that much money. Obviously, he hoffed a lot. I think he made some money back, but it's an interesting video to watch. I definitely recommend it. Ooh, we got a nice little double there. So let's drop again. Getting some skills, getting some doubles. Not too bad of a run so far. I can't complain. No hit there. All right, but what I'm saying though is, one of the things about this game is as you get more skilled, and let's look at the depth. We got 255, so these are a little bit under depth for what I'm mining at. So I'm probably missing some claims like that. But anyways, what I was saying is basically the more skills you get. This is one thing a lot of people don't understand about the game. The more skills you get, the more money you're gonna end up spending per minute. You could get that money back, you might get better at getting a better return, but you're going to be spending more per minute as you upgrade your guns. You have that potential at least. I could go by sort of a newbie thing, but then I wouldn't be getting skills, I wouldn't be as advanced, and it's like, what's the point of the grind to skill up? Or at least in my mind, that's sort of what I think. So as I get better and better, I just want to use better and better guns. So let's get this real quick. Hand the letter over. And we got some first aid skills. It looks like we just completed the mission too. I'll pick another mission for another mining run, but we can just finish with the run there. Got some first aid. That's not too much, 1.43, but it's something, especially if you're a new player. It's not a bad little start. So let's keep going. But yeah, like what I'm saying is, that's one of the things that you've got to. A lot of people have to sort of make peace with that. As you get better and better, you're going to want to spend more and more money. It's a fallacy in a way. It's the sunken cost fallacy. A lot of people think, well, because I put this much money in, I need to keep going, I need to keep putting more money in, and I need to keep upgrading. You see it a lot of casinos or anything like that. That's one of the things, and now I'm a little bit off topic, but That's what these whole things. That's what these videos are. It's me going off topic. But that's one of the things that you've got to really be careful of with Entropia Universe. It's so easy to get into that sunken cost fallacy of, well, I spent 200 PEDs, so let's spend another 100 and see what happens. Or, well, I used a higher gun. Let's not go back to the newbie gun because I spent all this money skilling up. Why are we going back? Did I just see some fruit or something here? No. It used to be butterflies meant something. You see butterflies and it meant there's fruit or dung or something around, but nope, not the case. Anyways, yeah, so that's one of those things that I always want to remind people of that. There's that sunken cost fallacy. You've got to try and avoid that. Avoid thinking like, you know, I put this much money in, or I skilled up this much, so I need to use this. I get into it every now and then when I'm like, well, I've got the skills. Why am I not using an amp? Or why am I not upgrading my gear? I jumped to the LR20 for that reason, and now it's like, well, I'm losing a lot more money because I upgraded my gear, and now I'm spending more. So just, I mean, always keep that in mind. Obviously now, like, I know that's the situation. I know basically I'm spending money, and it's going to be a little bit harder for me. Is this something that I can use? Supply crate. So it spawned a... That's interesting. I think we should kill this. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just want to... Huh. That was some decent loot, actually. I have no idea what happened there. I don't know why the supply crates work like that, but I don't know. If you guys see supply crates, I guess shoot whatever comes out of it. Anyways, let's keep going. That was a weird little thing that just happened there. Someone explain that to me if you can. So, yeah, just try and avoid that sunken cost fallacy. Avoid thinking like just because I've got the best, just because I'm more skilled, I should be spending more. If you want to spend more power to you. Go for it. But if you don't feel like you have to. That's one of the things. Like as you get more and more skilled, there's nothing. I don't think some people do. I don't think Mindark is going to penalize you for using stuff below your level. As you can see right now, I'm using a finder that's probably a little bit below my level, to be honest. But I'm fine with that. I'm happy just dropping my probes, doing my mining, and seeing what comes out of it. So I think that's always try and play below your means, because a lot of people, it does get out of control. And I don't know. I felt like that was something that we should talk about, just because I've been spending a lot of PDs recently, and I can see why. I see what I'm doing. I don't mind it too much. So to me, it's not a huge deal. We got a double there. Let's drop again. Always drop again with the double. Let's see if we can skill off this guy. Get some evade skills while we're sitting here. Ooh, nothing. All right, let's do it again. We did get a double though in the last run, so my streak of not being able to find doubles is over, which is nice. Alright, so here's the problem. I'm going to have to call that claim in. So I'm gonna sit here. I'm going to summon the claim. The only thing I'm worried about is if this guy's going to be able to kill me before then. He's doing a little bit of damage, but I'm pretty good at evading it. So I think we're going to be okay. My hope is that this Argonaut's not going to do too much damage, and I can let him just sort of keep attacking me while I'm mine. Get some skills out of it. It's looking like I might not be able to do it though, because you can see I already gained some alertness. I got 0.325 alertness, so that's pretty good. The loot here isn't amazing right now, so if he kills me and I get to go somewhere else to mine, I'm not going to be grief stricken about that, you could say. Ooh, actually, that was a pretty good loot. Let's keep going. We'll let him drown in the water, and then we'll keep going. You guys know that's how I do my mining runs. If I run into a mob, I just let it drown. If you're a new player and all you want to do is mine, that's what you got to do. There's nothing wrong with drowning mobs. That's why Mindark put it in, I think. I think they put it in to make a miner's job or life a little bit easier. And I really do appreciate that. Or because you're sapping the loot pool by doing it, which isn't the case. I'm 99.9% sure of that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping what I say makes sense. I'm hoping that people understand what I'm saying. That just because you've got the skills doesn't mean you should upgrade. And just because, well, if you don't have the skills, you really shouldn't upgrade. But just because you have the skills doesn't mean you need to go to the newest weapon. And if your costs are looking a bit too extreme, maybe try dialing it back a bit. You know, going down to the next gun or hunting a little bit easier. I know a lot of people have suggested I do the same thing. One of the things I hate to just use under my skill level, and I really do like killing the bigger mobs. So that's one of the reasons that I sort of stick with the bigger stuff. It means I can hunt less, but honestly, that means I can get more skills per minute that I spend online. And that's one of the things. I'm not a huge grinder. I'm not one of those people who I can grind for 100 hours and end up happier for it. For me, I like a little bit of grind. I like a lot of exploration. I like to be able to run around and find new things, find new places, explore the universe that's been created for us. So I think that's sort of where my enjoyment comes from, and that means I play the game a little bit differently than a lot of people. That's always been where my enjoyment comes from, by the way. Like, I love Entropia Universe just because Mind Arc really does, as far as worlds go, they do have a lot of, like, worlds built, a lot of places to explore. I wish they were more connected by a story, but there's still a lot to see compared to a lot of these other games that you're going to play. Compared to any single-player RPG, there's a lot more just land to run over in Entropia Universe. Like, this is like where I am right now. It's right by Camp Icarus. I've been here a ton, but I've probably never been to this specific spot before, which is sort of cool. I like that. But you're never gonna see me camping a spawn because that's not where I get my enjoyment from, right? But like I always say, it's one of those things. It's like to each their own. Whatever you enjoy doing, just do it. So yeah, like that's where I stand, I guess. If your costs start going up and you just can't afford it and you want to play longer, just think about downgrading your gun or downgrading your gear. Or stop using an amp on your finder or anything like that. Because the thing about Entropia Universe, and the thing that a lot of people really do criticize it for, is they allow you to spend an unlimited amount of money. There's no, it's not like loot boxes, right? Loot boxes, they are a little weird, right? Like, just in gaming in general, because it is gambling. But there is like a limit to how much you can spend per hour, just because it takes some time to open it and everything like that. With Entropia, there are ways that you could probably spend someone spent $3,500 in 10 minutes. You multiply that out over an hour, that is $35,000 an hour you could spend. There's no limit to it. And I'm actually 100% sure you can even go higher than that. Like, you can burn through some massive amounts of money in this game. And if anyone wants to donate to me so I can do that, I would really... No, I'm not going to do it, guys. If you donate $30,000 to me, there's no way I'm going to be putting that into intro. Well, maybe, but we'd really need to talk this one out. Ooh, wow. We got a double and a double. That's not bad. Some nice claims. Let's check the depth here. I forgot to do that with others, but let's check it. 640, 482, 546. You guys are seeing these are the claims that my finder's really good at finding. Sort of that like 400, 500, 400, 600 meter range. And these are a little bit bigger too. So this is actually a pretty decent area to come out with a 105 that you're sort of maxed out on. If you guys are looking for an area, I definitely recommend that. But yeah, I know the only reason I'm talking about this too is because there's been a few people just on YouTube that really criticize me for not talking about like sunken cost fallacies and how in a way some of these games do take advantage of that. And any of these battle royales, any of these games that give you loot boxes or skins or anything like that, they do have that element to them. Even like Fortnite, where they let you buy the skins, there is sort of that thing of like, well, I've got all the latest skins, but now there's this new skin, and that's the latest skin, and I already put $200 in, so like, what's another 20? Let's do it. Let's get that skin, just so I can have the latest thing. Entropia Universe takes advantage of that, but I feel like they're a little bit more forward about it. This isn't like a game where you're getting loot boxes and it's like, is it gonna work? Isn't gonna work? We're gonna die by Daikaba here. It's a game where like you can put money in and you sort of know like, this money equals PEDs, and this is how you can spend it on anything you want. I guess Fortnite does that too, but the fact that like skins won't come out and you can't buy them at all times does make there's like a rarity thing to it that plays with people emotionally. A lot of games are doing this. Entropia was one of the first to do it, but a lot of games are just sort of... Why is he running away from me? But a lot of games are taking advantage of this right now, and I don't think Entropia is like standing alone in that. I think some people think it is, but I really don't think it is. But yeah, I don't know. I felt like talking about sunken cost fallacy is something just to keep in the back of your head anytime you're playing a game, anytime you're dealing with loot boxes or anything like that, because a lot of people can be led astray by it. It's human psychology, right? If you do some research into it, you can see sort of how these games and how a lot of things in life are playing off of that. But yeah, let's enough talk about that. Let's total up this run, see how it went. See if it was good for my psychology or whatever. Horrible joke, sorry. So there we go. We got 7, 10, 12, 14. The copper, this is going to be the make or break point. Can we hit 25 PDs? Ooh, 28.48. So yet again, Camp Ithaca, the newbie capital of Entropia, is coming through in the clutch, giving us a few PEDs of profit. So we're walking away with about maybe 3 to 5 PEDs of profit just with markup. After markup and everything, actually, we're probably going to walk away with about 4 PEDs, 4.5 PEDs of profit, which is pretty good. I'll take it. But yeah, that was sort of my mining run. That was 25 PEDs spent and burned through. $2.50, not too much, and we got a good run out of it. We spent about 20 minutes doing this, so I think it's pretty good time for your money. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, peace. Also, if you can like this video, that always helps. If you made it to the end, like the video so more people can see it and like it, and you have a better community to talk to. Anyways, thanks for watching. Until next time, like I said, peace.